Hey y'all. So I'm taking a quick little break, and I wanted to have a quick little conversation. I said I was gonna start this series, um, especially that was pretty much solidified when I had a conversation with someone the other day, and the question that they asked me was, how do I know that I'm changing spiritually? How do I know that I'm being called? How do I know that I'm having a spiritual renaissance in my life? And I'm like, well, one thing for sure, the fact that you're asking lets me know that that's happening, right? When spirit feels that you have the physical, and spiritual aptitude to be able to handle going through a spiritual metamorphosis or renaissance, they will send you all kinds of signs. And when you're at the point where you're having to ask these questions, generally means that you are. And it's a good thing. That's a beautiful thing, because it means that you're leveling up, and everyone wants to level up. So there are a lot of different signs that they give. And this will probably be an ongoing thing, right? So I'll just throw a few of them out there, and then every now and again I'll put in another video just to kind of add on to the last one. So I'll start numbering those sessions, right? I'll number those videos. So we'll make this number one. Signs that you are being spiritually lifted. I don't know. I'll come up with a title, but whatever it is to be number one. And one of the first things that I can tell you from experience and from others that I've worked with and talked to, sorry. The first thing is that you're curious as hell. You are so curious. And it's like everything, you're looking for the backstory behind everything. Whether it's what you learn in church, the things that you see, and especially nature. When things like that start to really pique your interest to the point where you're finding yourself Googling and seeking deeper knowledge, and it takes you even sometimes down a rabbit hole, that's a sign. That's definitely a sign. Another thing is that you you realize and you accept the fact that you've always been different from everybody that's around you or immediately around you, right? That you felt different. You didn't quite feel like you were, you fit right in. Like there was something quirky about you that you knew was different than most folks who were around you. That you knew that your thought process is different than a lot of folks. That you tend to seek out things that probably most people don't seek out, right? And that you do it in such a way that it consumes you. Like you go down this rabbit hole. That is another sign that you are embarking upon a spiritual metamorphosis. Sounds like a good title name. And if there's anything else that I would like to share about that, is that you go through this stage or this moment where everything that you've been taught spiritually is now being questioned. Like you're feeling like you're having to validate it. Like, you know, we go through life, being taught these different things, and things just aren't adding up. It's not making sense. And that's like, okay, you want to say something about it, but you don't want to be offensive, because they teach us not to question everything or anything, especially when it comes to religion. But there's something deep in you that's saying, you know better, you know different. That's that spirit trying to pull that card of curiosity within you. That's the breaking point. When you get to, that's what really broke me. I'll be honest. is where it just came to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm reading what this says. I'm hearing what the preacher is saying. I'm hearing what this evangelist is saying. But this isn't adding up. This is contradictory because I just read here where it says this, and then it says, when you start going through that, trust and believe that is Spirit calling you into a higher place of understanding. So I'll leave it at those three. Tell me about your experiences when you knew that you were being called to a higher place spiritually. I love to hear about others folks' experience. I do again want to thank everybody who's been supporting and following me. If you notice, anybody who follows me, I follow them back. It's just me returning the blessing because I do not take it for granted that you allow me into your lives. And I'm wishing all of you peace and blessings. So yeah, so we'll just start doing this too. I'll start this new series so that folks who may not know if they are changing spiritually, maybe this will help give some insight. All right, I got to get back to work. Have a good day. Bye.